China is known to be having the designs to expand the territory. They are building up expeditionary forces. They have crossed the borders many times. They are natural occupiers of the neighboring countries. They are brutal oppressors. So, when we look at this new topic of Indian Ocean not being Indian, or CHAMPA Sea be named for South China Sea, these aspects needs to be understood and deliberated well before we give any kind of concern. Or I take it for granted that China also has a tendency to show the presence in the Indian Ocean. At the same time, it is against the demands of the whole situation, a new world order in which Indian growth, economy, presence in the different part of the world, naval capabilities, maritime strategy that we are building up, showing our presence in the Pacific region, in the South China Sea, going up to the Arctic with Russia, Japan. So this is definitely a peripheral encircling of designs of China, or another countermeasure from India against the string of pearls, Djibouti presence, Indian Ocean presence, depth tapping of the littoral countries of Indian Ocean. So these things have to be looked into detail before we say something about China. If China says or provocates us in saying about Indian Ocean, we have all the reasons to take on certain aspects of South China Sea and CHAMPA Sea. We all know the world is wide enough to understand CHAMPA Sea, and CHAMPA was the Hindu kingdom for a very long time, 15 years, 100 years. In recent only 17, 18 centuries that the things changed. Vietnamese took over and things changed. And because of the last 200 years, strong presence of China's maritime forces into that area, one by one they have been claiming territories, exclusive economic zones, and showing their presence into the area and trying to bully over the small nations to claim and gain territories. Everybody knows the South China Sea is a flashpoint. The Americans are concerned, the Australians are concerned, Japan is concerned, South Korea is concerned. So, we don't have to bother about Indian Ocean. It is Indian Ocean. We are a peaceful country. 40% of the maritime trade is flowing through our Indian Ocean. Many European countries and many of the other countries have shown their presence in Indian Ocean in past. We have never objected to anyone. People have come and gone. And India has been India. It has been strategically located in the Indian Ocean, and therefore there is no reason for worrying about Indian Ocean not being called Indian Ocean or not being Indian. We are definitely going to expand our vision to the Atlantic, to the African coast, at least not to the Atlantic then. But our naval ships are even showing our presence in Brazil, in west coast of Africa. Many exercises are being conducted in South Africa or South African regions, and surely our naval presence is definitely in Malacca Strait and crossing that in the South China Sea and the Pacific region. So it is a natural progression for us that as we grow and in Indian political will and our presence in different part of the world is seen because of our economic strength which is building up, we will be able to influence the local people for a concerned decision to rename or change the identity of this region, place, but as on required with the approval and heartfelt, deliberated attempts of those areas, not by force, not by bullying or not by any kind of strength. So India would maintain its theme of peaceful coexistence and accordingly the Ministry of External Affairs and Indian political will prevail upon such provocations to give a clear and suitable response in due course of time. Thank you.